Hey guys, it's your boy back again. We're going to be taking on the Chicago Bears, who really are greatly improved from a year ago with the additions of AR-15, the emergence of Jordan Howard over his first 2 years. Tariq Cohen's going to be good for you. Taylor Gabriel, Trey Burton coming over from the Super Bowl champion Eagles. You got, of course, the huge signing of Khalil Mack. And you already seen his presence on that first Sunday night game against the Packers in real life. I really like the duo here with Mack and Leonard Floyd. I feel like they can be a nasty duo, and you obviously have the rookie Roquan Smith. I'm going to make him my number one linebacker over Trevathan to see if he can upgrade a little faster. And then I like the safeties of Eddie Jackson and Adrian Amos. Corner could use a little upgrade, and the defensive line maybe a little bit, except for Akeem Hicks. But I like Kendall Fuller. He had a good year last year. And then offensively, yeah, I really like where we're standing here for the Bears. Trubisky is going to be the question mark to see if he can develop, which is going to be a little tough because we are running a West Coast offense, and he's only a 70. So that would mean I would have to upgrade him 5 to get him to a scheme fit, which is going to be a little tough there. Let's go ahead and set our season goal, though. I feel like we could easily get 9 wins this year with Khalil Mack. I think he's going to give us a chance. Also, I added a new face cam border. Let me know what you guys think about that. And I'll see you guys at mid-season to see what our record is and who we're going to have to re-sign. All right, back here at mid-season, we have a 2-5 record, which is a little disappointing. Oh, wow. Go ahead and look at that. We just got blown out by the Jets. So that's a little concerning. What kind of players do we got to re-sign here? Adrian Amos, for sure I want to bring him back. Probably going to move on from Zach Miller. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Do I want to bring back Bryce Callahan? Man. Probably not. And then I can really let go Aaron Lynch. Don't really need him, to be honest. So really not a lot of people here I'm going to need to bring back besides Adrian Amos. How much does he want here? Increase a little bit. Let's go ahead and see if he accepts this. Okay, he wants a better bonus. So I'm going to lock that deal down. Probably won't bring back anybody else. Don't need Aaron Lynch when we have Mack and, what's his name? We have Leonard Floyd. So, yeah, we're pretty set at the pass rushing position. So that's going to be it for the mid-season check-in, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season, and we'll check out our stats for the year. So here at the end of the season, did not make the playoffs, really didn't expect to the first year. We still have a few missing pieces here in Chicago to try to fill up. We finished with an 8-8 record, which is pretty decent. I'll accept an 8-8 record our first year. What's our stats looking like? 18th in offensive yards. Trubisky, wow, he's threw for a lot of interceptions. That's really bad. Threw for 4,200 yards, but 31 touchdowns and 20 INTs? That's atrocious. Jordan Howard didn't have a 1,000-yard campaign. That's a little worrying. Tariq Cohen had a decent year running the ball. I would expect him to be a pretty big threat in receiving, though. Robinson broke 1,000 with 6 touchdowns, and oh my, am I seeing that correctly? 71 receptions, 955, and 12 touchdowns for Taylor Gabriel. Wow. Trey Burton, decent numbers. Tariq Cohen did have a pretty big impact, like I was saying. Averaged 13 yards per reception, 3 touchdowns, 450 pretty much. Jordan Howard had a few receptions as well. That's pretty decent there. That's a lot to build on. To build off of, so I should say there. Sacks-wise, decent except the left tackle. Charles Leno cannot allow 12 freaking sacks. That's outrageous, to say the least. Defensively, what happened here? 105 tackles by Eddie Jackson. Roquan Smith, the freak, with 104. 10 tackles for loss. Khalil Mack, though, my goodness. He just went off. 13 sacks by Mack. 7 by Floyd. That dude was going to be sick. Trevathan was 6.5. Akeem Hicks, 4.5. Jonathan Bullard, 3.5. Roquan Smith with 3. Oh my, Roquan Smith had 3 interceptions. Then 3 by Eddie Jackson, 2 by Adrian Amos. Deion Bush, okay. He's my second strong safety, so that's a little weird. Kendall Fuller only had 1, which is a little disappointing. What about yearly awards here? Did we have any yearly awards? Carson Wentz won MVP. We weren't in that. Offensive Player of the Year. Nope. Defensive Player. Mac would have to be up there. Roquan Smith? Wow, Mac's not even up there. Offensive Rookie. Anthony Miller was up there. Defensive Rookie. Roquan Smith did win that. Quarterback. Trubisky's not up there. Running back, we did not have anybody. Wide receiver, Taylor Gabriel. I like to see that. O-line, nobody. Defensive line, nobody. Linebacker, Khalil Mack coming in at that number 2 spot. The Mack attack is up there. Roquan Smith coming in at number 8. Defensive backs, nobody there. And then that's going to be it there. So I'm pretty okay with our season there. I'll accept that. That's a decent start. Well, I don't know. We're not going to have a first-round pick for the next 2 years, so that could be concerning. But besides that, I like where we're starting off there, so let's go ahead and get into free agency and see who's going to be available. So taking a look at free agency here, Ryan Shazier, I'm going to go after him. If we're able to land him, that our linebacking core would be outrageous. I know we have Trevathan, but if we get him, I will throw Trevathan on the trade block, but man, we might, if we're able to get Shazier, we might have the fastest linebacking core in the NFL ever. I mean, because that's, how much speed does he have? He has 86, and he's just an all-around good linebacker. Other than that, I'm going to try to save my money in case there's a juicy free agent and I need to make an upgrade later in the rebuild here. Let's go ahead and sim now and see if we are able to land the juicy free agent Ryan Shazier. Please come to Chicago and make this team insanely overpowered. Please. He accepted it. Oh my goodness. Ryan Shazier and Roquan Smith. That's nasty, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him on the trade block. I might as well throw Kwiatkowski on there as well, because it's not like I'm really going to need another linebacker there. So if I do get a trade offer for these guys, I will be back to show you guys. But other than that, I'll see you after the draft. I'm actually going to try to make a trade here. So the Chiefs were interested in Trevathan, but I'm going to try to make a trade here that would make sense. So you know how the Chiefs did pick up the brother of Kyle Fuller, Kendall Fuller. I would like to try to trade for Kendall Fuller and try to get the brothers on both teams, because I really think that would be insane. So let's see if this trade just straight up works. Okay, it's declined, so they want a little more. Picks wise, would a 4th do it with Trevathan? Declined, so we're getting closer. How do we still have a 1 this year? Didn't they trade that for Matt? Well, yeah, they didn't take away the 1s. That's a little weird. Would a 3rd work? Okay, we're getting really close. I feel like I kind of need to trade the 1, seeing how they did for Mac. Alright, so we did trade a 1 to make it more realistic, because we shouldn't have had a 1 anyway. So we trade a first-round pick and Trevathan for Fuller. I know that isn't that realistic, but I did want to get rid of 1 first-round pick, because it's basically like we got Mac just for the cap. So, did get that pick traded away there. And Fuller, and now we're going to have both brothers, which should be an interesting story there to see what happens. So I'll see you guys after the draft now. Alright, so doing a draft recap here with my first pick, I took Daniel Cush, who, you know, is probably going to bring some good vibes. You know, his last name is Cush, so he's probably going to bring some of that Cush up in here. So he's going to be pretty decent. I did need a right end. He's going to bring some pass rush ability to my interior defensive line, which I think is going to go great with Khalil Mack and Floyd on the outside. We already have some strength with Hicks and Eddie Goldman on the inside, so now adding a little bit of finesse should really make our defense quite ferocious on the pass rush. Then I took a right tackle who is going to start. He's a scheme fit, not great strength, but he should be able to develop into a decent starting right tackle for me. Other than that, I did get a few depth positions here, a fullback that's going to start, but not much. So let's get into Season 2 here and check out our team. Alright, so we're at the start of Season 2 here. Taking a look at our roster, I really like it. I really do. Trubisky played well the first season, so I'm hoping he will do the same. I'm expecting Jordan Howard to have a pretty good season. And then my receivers are really nice. Taylor Gabriel. He was playing the slot, but I'm actually going to put Anthony Miller in the slot. Coming off his first year, he had a decent first year as well. And when you look at his stats, he is pretty much a possession guy. He can play in the slot pretty well with that 78 release. So I think he's really going to be a great slot receiver. Offensive line, there's some holes. Center is good, which is pretty good because I'm pretty sure center is the most important position there. Defensively, we're just monstrous. I mean, you have Leonard Floyd. Then we have Roquan Smith, who's already an 88 overall. We picked up Shazier. I mean, that's two of the fastest linebackers right there. And then we have Khalil Mack, the game changer. You know, we got Mac Daddy up in here. He's only going to bring good things to this team. Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman, and then Cush, you know, we picked him up in the draft. He's going to be a nice finesse move. Traded for Kendall Fuller, Kyle Fuller's brother, so now we have the brothers on the team. Safeties are looking good. So I really like our team right now, and I'm thinking we might actually be able to make the playoffs, but I'm just going to go for 10 wins, try to get a little Coach XP there. So that is going to be it for the team check-in here. Let's go ahead and get to mid-season, though, and see what we're looking like. Man, so we are 3-5. I'm not getting that, dude. Our defense is ferocious. It has to be offensive line. I'm telling you, that is literally the only way it is. I mean, come on. That's insane. We're 3-5. Our defense alone should give us something here. Alright, though, let's go ahead and see what players we're going to have to upgrade here. I mean, re-sign. Jordan Howard's going to be a no-brainer. We're going to want to bring him back. He's probably not even hit his prime yet. Kendall Fuller, want to bring him back. Cody Whitehair is a decent center. Would like to bring him. Leonard Floyd, I'm going to let Nick Kwiatkowski go. Deion Sims, I'm going to let him go. Jonathan Bullard, I'll let him go. So yeah, I'm just going to try to lock down the important pass rusher and then the running back, cornerback, and then the center there. So let's go ahead and see what our record is at the end of the season. Here at the end of the season, did not make the playoffs. That's unfortunate. Okay. We had a less win record than the year before. What the shit? Dude. Oh my. Roquan Smith with those 4 upgrade points. Jesus. Man, I don't get it though. What's going on here? Trubisky, what did he have here? 59% completion rating, 3,800 yards, 27 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Definitely not the worst. If we can get that completion percentage up, that's going to be serviceable. 43 sacks is just unacceptable. That's like 3 a game. Rushing the ball, Jordan Howard had a monster year. Didn't hit 1,000 yards, but had 12 TDs. Tariq Cohen with 7. He's averaging pretty good yards as well. Receiving, Taylor Gabriel was our leading receiver here with 76 receptions, about 800 yards, 9 TDs. Trey Burton's up there. Anthony Miller, our slot guy, put up 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Robinson had 60 receptions, 800 yards, averaged 13.6 per reception for 5 TDs. Tariq Cohen, You know he's going to be good in the passing game with that speed and elusiveness he has blocking. What's going on? Okay, Charles Leno. I'm debating on moving him inside and then maybe drafting a left tackle because that is really unacceptable. I'll give our right tackle a pass because he is a rookie, but yeah, that's just straight up unacceptable. It really is. Defensively, what are we looking like? Oh my, 137 tackles by Roquan Smith, 118 by Shazier, 107 by Fuller. The brothers up there in tackles. Amos with 89. What about loss? Tackles for loss. 11 by Khalil Mack. Goldman with 11. Akeem Hicks, 7. What about sacks here? 12.5 by Khalil Mack. How is Sam Echo getting more snaps here? I don't get this. Kush with 4, our rookie. So, can I see how many downs they played? Sam Echo played 900 downs. How did he play more than Floyd? I don't get that. I really don't, bro. That's something I just will not get there. Interceptions, what do we look? Oh my, Khalil Mack had 2. He led the team in interceptions. 2 by Smith, 2 by Bryce Callahan, 1 by Shazier, Adrian Amos with 1, Kyle Fuller with 1, and Kendall Fuller with 1. So I'm happy with our defense. I really am. So our defense is pretty good. So that's going to be it for the end of the season here. Let's go ahead and get in free agency. I am going to start showing the draft, though, because I was figuring, why show the draft recap when I could just do the draft live with you guys? So I think that'd be funner anyway. So let's go ahead and get into free agency, and then we'll hit up that draft. Here in free agency, there are a few corners available. Jalen Ramsey is available, but he wants a monster contract, and Marcus Peters wants considerably less. And I feel like he would really fit. I know we do have some decent cornerbacks, but if we could get Marcus Peters, we would have a really nice defensive backcourt. So I really would love to be able to get him. That would actually be a huge plus for me if I'm able to pull that out. So let's go ahead and sim forward and see if we're going to be able to get Marcus Peters and really have a nasty cornerback group. I don't see why he would. Okay, so he did accept. So now we're going to have the ball hawk Marcus Peters as a cornerback. So let's go ahead and get into the draft here. I'm going to do this one live so we can start doing it that way. Alright, so let's get into the draft here. Keep in mind, we're not going to have a first round because I did trade it to get Kendall Fuller because they didn't have the first round anyway. So I don't know, because you know they traded it for Max. So I still wanted to keep it a bit realistic, so I just traded it away in that trade. Let's go ahead and skip to my pick here. So there's a few people I was targeting. Maybe a wide receiver, but that's later. I do want these deep threat wide receivers later. Oh, the guard I wanted was taken. Shit. This guy's a power. Okay, he's pretty good. I would hope to be able to get him later because there was a few of these pass rushers that I could not pass on. But they seem to all be gone. I was going to maybe move an outside linebacker to end, but I guess I'm probably just going to have to roll with the guard here. It's probably the obvious choice, maybe drafting a little high. Good bench. Let's go ahead and see. Alright, it says we reached, but he is a scheme fit, and oh, he has 90 strength. That's definitely going to be an improvement considering our right guard was regressing, so I'm happy with that pick. Let's go ahead and skip to my next. Alright. Wide receivers or what? Okay. I was targeting this guy. I know it says 5th, but I mean, he's really fast. And Taylor Gabriel was regressing it, but I'm going to take a chance here. And we're going to get a good pick there. That is going to be good. He's 57 overall, star development, 96 speed, Got to work on that catching, but he should be able to be monstrous for us if we end up starting him over Taylor Gabriel. Skip again to our next pick. I mean, there's not a whole lot this team needs, if I'm being honest. Offensive line, but this... I mean, it's not like our defense needs a lot, if anything. Our offensive line is probably going to need most of the work. So I'm not too sure what to take here. I guess I'll take a speed rushing defensive tackle. Just, okay, that, oh, wow. Oh, I thought it said 105, okay. Not great strength, but he definitely could come in and wreak a little havoc on opposing teams there. My next pick, it's going to be a bit of a reach, but I really need a left tackle, so I'm banking on this guy being good for me. He has decent stats. His combine is pretty good. And he's going to be a decent pick for us. 85 strength. Oh, that's not going to be much better than Charles Leno, so I don't know how that's going to work out. These next picks are probably just going to be a little depth here. It says I need to take a... Wait, what was that? Cornerback? Oh, that's very bad. I'm just going to pick a random quarterback because you got to have two. So let's just go ahead and take a scrambler. And then for our last pick here, what do we need? We could use a left guard just to get two of those. So let's just go ahead and draft this power guy. So that's going to do it for the draft, I believe. We do not pick again if I am correct. Yeah, so that's going to do it for the draft. So I'll see you guys at the start of the third season. At the start of the third season here, we are looking pretty decent. Offensive line struggles are still a concern because I was not able to find a tackle to replace Charles Leno. But the tackle I did draft, I am going to start him at right tackle instead of the Clifton guy we drafted in the first draft. Because this guy, I mean, Montgomery has a better overall strength rating, which I really think matters. Other than that, I am going to start the rookie driver here instead of Taylor Gabriel. I know Taylor Gabriel is going to be a little higher overall, but he is starting to regress. This guy has star development. He's not going to be able to make those tough catches in traffic, but he's going to get away from some cornerbacks, and I think that is going to get him some serious yards and touchdowns, and he should be able to upgrade well. So I'm excited for him to be starting at my number 2. Miller is still going to be my slot guy, and then defensively, Marcus Peters is going to be my number 1 cornerback. Kendall Fuller is going to be my second, and then my slot guy is going to be Kyle Fuller. Callahan will probably play in those dime packages and stuff like that. Pass rushers are basically still all the same, along with the safeties. So I'm going to set my season goal. I really think we're going to push up to 10 wins, possibly playoffs. I would hope we would make the playoffs after this year. So I'll check back with you guys at midseason again. So back here at midseason, we're 3-4. I mean, I guess the schedule makers are not doing us any favors, giving us Jacksonville, then Seattle, Tennessee, and then Carolina. That's a tough schedule. Players we're going to have to re-sign, though. AR-15 I want to bring back. I want to bring back Tariq Cohen. He's a really good receiving back. Eddie Jackson's going to want to be brought back. Mitchell Trubisky, I'm going all in on him, so I'm going to keep him throughout the rebuild. I'll probably let Adam Shaheen go. Don't want to spend too much cap. Trubisky isn't asking for much, so we should be able to get these deals done. Allen Robinson does want a pretty big deal, though. But I'm going to try to lock down these deals, and then I'll see you. Hopefully we're in the playoffs. I don't know. It's not looking too good right now, but hopefully we pull some win streaks out and make it. No playoffs again, and we're going backwards. We really are. 5-11. I mean, Jesus. 5-11. Well, man, that's tough. What are our stats? 13. I mean, Trubisky threw a lot of yards. Not a lot of interceptions either. 4,300 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Completion rate is going up. Rushing the ball, Jordan Howard, 930 yards, 13 touchdowns to Tariq Cohen. Running backs didn't have any fumbles. Receiving, our rookie had a lot. Look at that. I knew we'd have a big year. Driver with 904 touchdowns, 88 receptions. Trey Burton up there as well. Miller, our slot guy, 1,000 yards, 6 TDs. Allen Robinson, 904 touchdowns. Tariq Cohen really getting involved in the pass game. Is it our blocking? Is it? I mean, Charles Leno isn't helping out, to be honest. He's just not. That's not the kind of stats I would like to see from a tackle. I have to replace that. That's really probably my biggest concern. Left tackle is going to be defensively. I mean, we know what our defense is capable of. You can just see here, our cornerbacks are getting tackles. What about sacks? Bit of a down year for Mac. 9.5 sacks, 9 by Floyd, 6.5 by Roquan Smith, 5 by Akeem Hicks. Cush up there with another 4. Interceptions-wise, we had not many. Kendall Fuller with 1, Eddie Jackson with 1, and then Peters coming over from free agency at 1, and he also had 8 deflections. So, I mean, our stats are looking good. I really think it is the offensive line. I'm going to try to address that, but we're not going to have much cap. I might have to cut Taylor Gabriel or somebody because I need to get some cap. I really do. So I'll see you guys in free agency. Hopefully there's a tackle or somebody we can sign because we're not going to be in a real good spot if we don't get some kind of good of tackle. So we're in the free agency period. I did have to release some people to make an offer here. I released to Charles Leno, Taylor Gabriel, and then Kyle Long because in free agency, it's really the position I needed the most. This right tackle is available, and if I get him, I will move him to left tackle. As you can see, we have 150 points on him, and I am going to be severely disappointed if I can't land him. Let's go ahead and see if we get him, and please give me him. That's all I need, bro. Just let me have it. Yes, okay. We got him, so now we're going to have a left tackle to deal with. Our offensive line woes might not be as much next year. Heading into the 4th season, we might actually get a little pass protection. So let's go ahead and get into the draft now. So we're here in the draft. I have a decently high pick as well, so we're going to be picking number 6 here. I'm probably looking just to secure my offensive line, and to be honest, there is a person I would like to get. What is this guy's, okay, no. This is the guy I want. So the reason I want him is he has 41 reps. I know I moved Ramczyk to left tackle, but I would move this guy to right tackle, and that would really secure my tackle positions. Let's see if he's any good. He's going to be an 82 overall to start off. Going to move him to right tackle, and he's going to be a monster. Our tackles are going to be disgusting together now. So now we actually have an offensive line that's starting to build up to be something special here in Chicago. Should get that run game popping. Offensive line, we're looking pretty good there. I could use an extra running back maybe. Actually, no, probably tight end. Unless there's some kind of defensive player here that I'm looking for. I guess I could take a defensive tackle. Like I said, number 1 in defensive reps. I'll take him. 92 strength. That's going to be a good fill-in there if something was to happen. To be honest, I don't have a lot of needs. Like my interior offensive line is pretty good. It was just the tackles that needed a little help. So I'm really just going to be drafting depth here, to be honest. So let's take a running back real fast. Oh, let's just take this guy. See, this is what happens once I start getting into rebuilds a little more. There's not like positions that I really need a lot. Like my positions are pretty secure, to be honest, to say the least here. So let's go ahead and take a right guard. because, you know, it's not like I'm really looking for anybody to start, because at all the positions I have some decent starters. So that's kind of the position I run into there. Let's go ahead and take a right end. Actually, I can probably move one there. Let's go ahead and take a left outside linebacker. Let's take a speed rusher. Oh, and he's pretty good. That's decent. That's a decent pick there. And then for our last one, I might just get two safety. Well, I need a punter, actually. So let's go ahead and take a punter. And then for our last pick, we'll just take another depth pick. Yes, once you're heading into the 4th or 5th year, you can usually have already built your team pretty well. And you're not going to need much. So yeah, I'm not going to need a whole lot here. Is there a good strong safety? Let's just go ahead and take a strong safety here. It's not going to be real high overall, but we're just trying to fill up the team a little bit. And that is going to be it for the draft. So I'll see you guys at the start of the 4th season, and I think we might be able to make a run this time. So we are here at the start of the 4th season, and this is definitely by far our best team that we've had maybe for these rebuilds. I mean, you look at our receivers, we have some good receivers. Miller's turned into a really nice slot guy. Driver's a really nice speed threat. Trubisky's playing well, running backs. And now our offensive line is getting up there with Ramczak as our left tackle. Then we drafted Ryan. Interiorly, we're getting better. They keep on getting upgrade points. Trey Burton still decent overall. Defensively, though, it's nasty with Marcus Peters, Kendall Fuller, Kyle Fuller, Bryce Callahan, Keem Hicks. Good safeties. And then our linebacking core with Leonard Floyd, Roquan Smith, Shazier, and Mack. That has got to be the best linebacking core possibly ever, to be honest. Definitely the fastest, because that is straight up insane, especially for a 3-4 defense. So this year, our season goal is going to be the playoffs. It is. I really think we can make the playoffs this year. All right, so we're here at mid-season, and we are 7-1. Finally, that season is coming out. It has got to be the offensive line, so I will keep that in mind. Offensive line seems to very much increase your win rate for the sim. So that's just a recommendation to you guys after me failing badly, probably 10 rebuilds. The offensive line, especially the tackles and the center, are very important for the sim to help you win. It's very important. Probably one of the most important things so far. But the players we're going to have to re-sign here are going to be... For sure, we want to bring back Roquan Smith. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Akeem Hicks wants... Oh, we're going to have to bring back some people, bro. James Daniels, want to bring him back. We're not going to have a lot of cap, though, man. James Daniels, Anthony Miller. I could let Kyle Fuller go because we do have... another cornerback that's decent. I don't know, though. It's going to be really iffy to be able to resign these. How much cap do we have? We have a decent amount of cap. I think I could actually get these deals done. So I'll try to lock down these deals, and I'll see you at the end of the season, and we're most likely going to be in the playoffs for the first time for Chicago. So end of season 4 here, and you can see we have a bye. So we made the playoffs. We finished 14-2. Before we sim forward, let's go ahead and check out our stats here. 4th in offensive yards, Trubisky, 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, 65% completion rate. That's a jump I was looking for from Trubisky. Jordan Howard, 1,100 yards, 7 rushing TDs, no fumbles. Tariq Cohen, 6 no fumbles. Receiving the ball, Allen Robinson's 80 receptions, 1,000 yards, 8 TDs. Driver, 78, 6, and 3, a little down for him, but Miller with 69, 930, and 9 touchdowns. And then Trey Burton with 700 yards and 8 TDs. Tariq Cohen doing work. Jordan Howard with... Oh, no, that's my second tight end with 6 touchdowns. I thought that was Jordan Howard. I was about to be like, what? What about sacks? A lot better. A lot better bringing in these guys. The rookie and then Ramczyk really helped me out. Defensively, Roquan Smith, 112 tackles, 101 from Shazier, 91 from Peters. What about sacks? What are we dealing with here? 13.5 by Mack, 10.5 by Shazier, 8 by Floyd, 5.5 by Goldman. Interceptions, 6 by Peters, 3 by Fuller. Adrian Amos with 2, Ryan Shazier with 1, Roquan with 1, and then Callahan with 1 as well. So our team is looking to make a run. Who we're going to be playing? Don't give me someone tough. Who are we going to be playing here? I really hope it's not Atlanta. Gosh, dang it, I have to play Atlanta every time, and I've only won once, and they're 11-5. We're 14-2. So let's get into the game here and see what happens. All right, first game of the playoffs in this rebuild. Let's see if the monsters of the Midwest can return. Let's see what happens. Keep in mind I cannot play yet, and Atlanta's already scored, which is tough, to say the least. Third down, and we score as well. I feel like we can keep up with points and we score again. Atlanta is in a tough situation, but they score and they got the ball. Oh no. They're going for it on 4th, but they punt it. We don't get any yards? Or, I mean, points? We're driving down the field and we score a touchdown. They're going for it on 4th and we stop them. Chicago. 4th down alert. Why are we going for it on 4th down? Please tell me why. We're leading. We're leading! Why did we go for it? Oh my God. Please score. Alright, we score. Atlanta, if they score. Alright, can we run the clock out? We do. We take the playoff game, win the divisional round, and now we're going to be heading to the conference championship. Trubisky played well there. Let's go ahead and check out the stats. Matt Ryan played well as rushing the ball. Jordan Howard had a monster game. We ran the ball a lot. What about receiving? Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller. Defensively, who wreaked havoc the most? Khalil Mack with those 2 sacks. No interceptions by either team. So let's go ahead and see who we're going to be playing in the conference championship. Oh no, we're going to be playing the Rams, and they're 15-1. 14-2 against 15-1. This is going to be a game. Let's get into it. Can you believe it? We're going to be playing the Rams, and they're 15-1. That's definitely not what you would like to see against this ferocious defense they have at Los Angeles, and it looks like they're going to drive down and score too. And we're going to have to punt it away, and you don't want to do that when you're going against the Rams. You just don't. They score a field goal, and they have the ball again. Can we please score? Please? Okay, we get a field goal. We got the ball back. Oh, nope, they do. Damn it. Please. What the hell happened? Why didn't we score? Oh, God. Kick it. What? Why did the ball keep... Oh, my... They're going to score. They're going to score. Oh, they scored a field goal. Did we turn it over? Oh, Jesus. And we're going to lose to the Rams. Gosh, dang it. We're going to take an L, and it's going to be to the Rams. That's bad. I mean, that really is. 2 defenses going against each other. I guess let's get into free agency and see if we can find something to help us push us over the edge for Season 5. Alright, so free agency here. I don't have much cap, so I'm going all in here on Bradley Chubb. I would love to be able to pick him up. In fact, I'm probably just going to put all my money in this because this is the last season here. So I'm going to go for Bradley Chubb. Let's go ahead and see if we get him after a really disappointing loss there in the playoffs, which Wasn't fun, to say the least. If you can give me Bradley Chubb, I have a plan. Alright? I got a plan. Please give me Bradley Chubb. Okay, he accepted. So this is what I'm thinking. With Bradley Chubb, I'm thinking of moving him to right end. So he'll be inside because Leonard Floyd is a decent pass rusher on the outside. So let's go ahead and move Bradley Chubb to a right end. No, is it left? No, it's right. It's a right end. That's where we need him, a right end. And let's see what rating he is going to be after that. Okay, he's going to be a 90 overall. So our defense is nasty, to say the least, alright? So I think this may push us over the top. But let's get into the draft and see if we can find maybe any steals to use on our team. Alright, here we go. 5th and final season. Our defense is just disgusting. It really is. I mean, the pass rushers we have with Khalil Mack and Bradley Chubb, Leonard Floyd as well, and then over the middle you have Shazier and Roquan Smith. Cornerbacks, I mean, come on. Offensively, we still have AR-15. Anthony Miller is going to take that number 2 wide receiver spot. Also, I did not show the draft because everybody I drafted was pretty much depth. So I didn't get really anybody in the draft, you know. That's going to start, so didn't feel like there was a reason to show that and waste time or anything like that. Running backs are still good. Driver is going to be the slot receiver this year. Offensive line is still looking good. And I'm going to call it. We're winning the damn Super Bowl this year. You know how Jalen Ramsey for the Jags said that. It didn't work out for them, but we'll see if it works out for me. I think we're going to do it. There's not going to be a midseason check-in here. We're just going to go straight to the end of the season because there's no need to resign anybody because this is the last season. So let's get into it. We better make the playoffs, bro, or I'm going to be heated. Alright, well, we made the playoffs, but we made a wild card, which isn't the best thing that could have happened. Stats-wise, what do we got here? Oh my, look at those yards Trubisky passed for. That's insane. He threw 4,900 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions? Holy shit. What a year for him. Not the best year running the ball, but passing, we were insane. Receiving, what did we put up? Anthony Miller has 98 receptions, 950 yards, 6 touchdowns. Allen Robinson, 88 receptions, 1,210. Trey Burton, about 80 and 7 TDs. And then Driver in the slot averaging 15 yards per catch, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's insane. What about sacks? Well, that's quite a lot for our tackles considering how good they are. That's pretty not good there. Didn't have a lot of tackles here. What about sacks-wise? Khalil Mack with 13.5. Bradley Chubb with 10. Holy crap. Interceptions, we had 4 by Peters, 3 by Shazier, 3 by Callan. Jackson with 2, and then some 1 bombs here. So let's go ahead and get into the playoffs here, and let's see what happens. Here we go, 5th and final year. We got to get that Super Bowl trophy, and it's going to start here at Green Bay, and it's never easy to play here in Green Bay. Everybody knows. We're going to score 7. It's 7-7. Green Bay, we know their offense can move at a rapid pace, and they got the ball again. Just don't let it end like this for me, please. Please. And when you're settling for field goals against Aaron Rodgers, things don't tend to work out well. As Green Bay is driving down the field again, they got the ball again, and they're going to score. They got the ball again. Gosh dang it. I think it's over. I really do. Oh, God, and that's how it's gonna end. Piece of crap, bro. Every rebuild ends like that for me. It's just upsetting. It really is. I mean, I don't get it. I really don't. That's going to be it for the rebuild, man. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what I'm doing wrong. Someone commented and said offensive line. Well, my offensive line was good this one. Trubisky had monster numbers. I mean, my defense, I had Bradley Chubb and Khalil Mack. And then Roquan and Shazier. I don't know. That's a tough one. But we definitely brought back that monsters of the Midwest mentality to the Bears, to say the least, on defense. That defense was ferocious. But that's going to be it for the rebuild. Make sure if you guys did enjoy, you do hit that sub button. It'll really help me out. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs right now, so every sub counts. And at 1,000 subs, I am going to do a giveaway. I'll announce that once we get a little closer. But keep in mind, you can get in that giveaway. Just help me get to 1,000 subs, and we'll do one. And yeah, leave me some feedback on my rebuilds and stuff, and check out my Seahawks franchise. It's getting crazy there too. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, also, leave me some feedback on what rebuild you would like to see next before I leave. Because, you know, the last few times someone's commented the rebuild they want to see, I've done that one. So make sure if you're looking to really want to see me do a rebuild, leave a suggestion of the team you would like. And if I haven't done it already, I'll do it. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.